Ladies and gentlemen, today I've got an amazing man, Tendai Manduwa, who is an author, a radio personality, an actor, an evangelist, amongst so many titles he has underneath his belt. And today I'm here with him just to have a little chat with him. He's somebody who inspires me. His story, his walk through his life inspired me, which is why I thought today you should benefit from some of the nuggets that he's going to bring out tonight. How are you doing?
Thanks, brother. I'm well.
Good.
Good to see you.
No, good to see you.
Great.
Tendai, tell us, we want to know about you. I know you've written a lot of books.
Yeah.
You're one of the most sought after, authors out there. A lot of people who are actually wanting to write books. A lot of people come to you for advice because you're one of the most seasoned authors out there. Tell me about them.
Okay, yeah. I've written quite a lot of books. Some of them poetry, some of them fiction books, some of them being studied in different universities around the world. And I've written motivational stuff, and one of which is here, Chains of Credits, which is a financial manual. And currently we are working towards Nuggets of Success, which will be my 9th book.
Wow.
And it's, a manual on entrepreneurship and success itself.
Wow.
We speak about success from where we've been, where we came from, from being a village head boy to become, a global player and all that. So that's generally what Nuggets of Success is.
Talking about a village head boy, tell me shortly, there are a lot of people out there who are entrepreneurs who, don't believe that somebody has to have come from somewhere. And briefly tell us your story. I mean, right now, like I said, you've traveled the world. You've been to many platforms. You've spoken in front of a lot of people. I see your adverts at airports. I see your books in so many bookshops. And you just said you're a village head boy. A lot of people don't understand.
Well, Tendai, lost his mother when he was 8 months old.
Wow.
And he lost his father 9 years after his birth.
Wow.
And, he used to herd goats and cattle in the village, not to have school fees, but to have a meal.
All right.
So, I was herding cattle just to have a meal because I could not afford a basic meal.
Wow.
And I went to school, I was taken from one relative to the other. Literally, I changed primary schools about 5 times.
Oh, wow.
Because of the inconsistency of parentage. Then I changed high schools 4 times.
Okay.
And at one point, I even had an instinct to become a street kid.
Wow.
I ran out of home to become a street child because of the unbearable abuses that I was going through and all that. And eventually I started performances in the streets. As an artist, I started public performances. Poetry, theater, and I fundraised my money and I sent myself back to school.
Wow.
I didn't even do Form 1. I had to skip to Form 2, and I started from there. When I was done with O-level, I met this amazing man, Dr. Skanyison of the Let, gave me a scholarship to do my A-level at Ziteko, and boom, I never stopped.
Wow.
And until today.
There you have it. There's always a story behind somebody. And I thought, spending some time with him, for him to tell you his story, will really provoke and begin to ask you questions that what's your excuse from being a village head boy and to being a successful author who is well-renowned, well-known, an author of 9 books, going on 10. And I mean, that's that. Tell me, what really inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
Well, when you stay a long time in a poverty situation, that alone should be a great inspiration. That's the main factor that pushed me to become an entrepreneur. Poverty. I don't want to, in fact, I didn't want, and I still don't want to die poor. What I went through, my kids should not go through the same page.
True.
And my grandkids should not go through the same page. So I wanted to change, and I'm still fighting to change the success story of generations of the Manduwas.
Wow.
I'm the first person in the entire clan, not family, in the entire clan to board an aeroplane.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I have to change the
and
success story. I'm the first person to have a wedding. You see a wedding ring
Wow,
here.
wow.
In fact, everything that shows success, I'm the first person to break the ground. So that's the main push.
One thing I love about Tendai, I spend a lot of time with him. He's somebody who is daring, who wants to make history, who wants to make, wants to be known that there was a man who left a legacy.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, there are a lot of people watching right now.
Uh-huh.
What would you say are your 3 key success principles that have made you? Just 3. I know in your book here, The Chains of Credit, he speaks a lot of things, a lot of topics. I highly recommend this book to people who are watching. Get into this book, support local. You'll be so surprised at the nuggets that are hidden in your own local authors that you look for in international authors. This is an amazing book. I've had a look at it, and this will really inspire you. But tell me your 3 success principles which have made you become who you are today.
Number 1 is prayer. Don't and never fool yourself that there is no God.
Right.
God is real. God is there. He created you and me, and he gave you this opportunity to pray.
Wow.
So prayer changes stuff.
Wow.
Prayer changes things.
Wow.
Then number 2, prayer is not a substitute for planning. You can't play alone.
Yeah.
You pray whilst you plan.
Yeah.
When you pray, you plan, and after planning, you execute.
Wow.
Let me tell you this thing. I'm this kind of a person who no one can stop me from getting what I want, and no one can force me to do what I don't want.
Yeah.
So you do what you want and go for it.
That's right.
You should not do what you don't want and don't go for it. Don't let a situation change your direction.
Right.
Don't let people around you change your direction. Be focused, do what you want, and don't do what you don't want. So you pray, you plan, you do what you want.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, there you heard it. That's Tendai with his 3 success principles. He's a man with an amazing story. Look out for him. He's got an amazing book coming, Nuggets of Success. This is an amazing book. He's been telling me it's being launched in March. Look out for that amazing book. And again, I say look out for his 9 books, especially this one. I like this one because it really gets deep down to understand the principles that he believes in, which are both spiritual and implementable in your business, which are real. These are not facts, but these are things that if you put into play will definitely change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, Tendai Manduwa, thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you, and I hope this story gets to you, provokes you, inspires you, and helps you to become a better person. Have an awesome, amazing day. Remember, stay true to what you do. Never, ever, ever give up. And God bless. We're out.